Hey everyone, welcome to Arts with Asters, and in today's video I'm going to show you a step-by-step method in which I can paint, not only me, we can paint Hakuna Matata. So let's begin the journey with Simba, Pumbaa and Timon. So let's start. So we will start our painting by approximately first we have to do a sketch of it. So I am taking a reference picture of that scene in which Simba, Timon and Pumbaa were singing Hakuna Matata, and they were walking on that bridge, and in the background there was a moon. It was really a signature scene of Lion King. So I am starting with that outline. I'm making the sketch of Simba here, and I'm just to make an idea that where our characters would go. So in every painting you will see two main parts will be there. One is our object. Maybe in this case there are three objects: Simba, that is the lion, and Pumbaa and Timon, that is they are his friends. So first I am doing the sketches of these objects, these subjects, so that, and then afterwards I will make the background. So first with pencil I'm doing it roughly to get an idea where the colors would go, and just it's just a rough work just to understand where should I put the characters and like that. So that's there. Now you can see I have made Pumbaa and Simba, and now I'm painting Timon. So likewise you can take a reference picture and just copy it. It need not to be very much, the sketch needs not to be very perfect in its way, but it because once you apply color, it will anyway you cannot see the sketch underneath it. So just for a rough idea where the what should go where, I have done this sketch. Now for coloring part I will first color it with I'll start coloring it with Simba. And for coloring Simba I have used shades of red and yellow, so and brown also. So burnt sienna, burnt umber, crimson red and yellow ochre, chrome yellow, these are the colors I have used. So for any painting there are two to three shades which we do. Like for example, at first what I do is at first I just paint, a base color should be there. So likewise as you can see in this picture, now I am painting the base color of the of Simba. So here I am using rough color that is there, like shades of yellow. I'm using yellow ochre over here. Now for Simba's hair I am using burnt sienna, and I'm just doing the first tone of it so that you can see, and afterwards just to fill the colors, just to fill the gaps, I'm doing it. So the detailing part I will do later on. So now I'm coloring Pumbaa. As you can see this is also the first tone, and I'm just making sure that the first tone is done. I have colored every part of it, Timon as well. Now we have to put the first tone in the background, so that by the time this first tone in the background gets dried, we can continue our second tone with our subject. So now I'm applying cobalt blue coloration in the background, so that it gives a very it is a night kind of it gives a night background in which very cold, and it gives a good feeling, I mean, as it was in the scene. So that's why it's just the base color. You don't need to you can use plenty of water. I am using poster color over here, so that's why you can see the types I used, the brushes. It is visible how am I using it, but I'm making sure that in the next tones it will not be like that. So finally, by the time I am done doing the first step, now I'm starting to the second tone. In the second tone, we have to make sure we have to think about two things. I mean, in the shadows portion, we have to put deeper color, darker colors, and in the highlighted portion, we have to mix the color. That is the base color actually, and I am mixing with white color, making it a little more denser and highlighted also. So that's how the second tone I am applying. Similarly in Simba, as I'm doing it with Simba, I am doing this same thing with Pumbaa and Timon as well. I will do that. You can see that. Just make sure when you are applying, after you have just think of a situation. You have completed the first portion, I mean first tone of it. Now you are ready to do the second step, but make sure that the first tone that you have applied, it is completely dried. For any kind of, and basically for watercolor, it is very important that your first steps color is completely dried, or else what will happen, it will form blobs kind of. If you apply second tones and the detailing part, it will make blobby kind of appearances, which you don't want. So here I am applying very less water, so that I can so that it keeps drying. It gets dry by the time I'm finished with a different portion of the coloration, so that I can come back to you, get back to it and create the detailing along with it. So you can see, as the Simba portion, the detailing part is almost done, with some more detailing. Now I'm doing with a lot of cartoon characters, you might have noticed that there are borders in it. I mean, I would not recommend making borders using anything else than that of, like, if you are using watercolor or poster color, just use the same tone of color using less water, or mix it with some water, but make it deeper, dark, make a darker shade of the same color, and just with your brush only just make the borders. Don't use any external like sketch pens or anything for the borders, because in a lot of cartoon characters, basically 2D cartoon characters, the borders are very common. So that is a tip that I can say. Now we will start with Pumbaa. So in Pumbaa also you can see that I will use darker color of the same color, I mean darker shade of the same color. So now you can see, as you can see, I'm doing the detailing part of Pumbaa. And next I will do Timon. So here's the detailing part, you can see. And another thing I want to say about the background and the subject. So in our subject, we have to be more careful, because in any painting you are doing, just remember one thing: what you want your viewers to look at. Okay, so here in case of this scene or in this painting, what we can say, that we want our viewers to look to see what we want them to see, right? The subject, that is our Simba, Timon and Pumbaa. So we can so everyone will look at these characters. If they are, we should actually see if these characters are perfect or not. We can do anything with the background, because nobody notices the background. If you ask somebody, I mean, it is, background is important, but it is important to highlight your subject only. I mean, you have to make your background in such a way that nobody notices it, and it enhances the color, your subject only. So that is the main part of the background, main main essence of the background. I want here a good solid background with a blue coloration. I am using cobalt blue over here, and so that the our subject is well visible. And now I'm doing the shadow part of the background, so that it looks good, and it just adds a little details into our painting. So that is why I'm doing it. So in short, if I want to say how any painting will go, is first, the first tone, make sure it is dried. Then the second tone, you apply it on it, and in the second tone you are basically what you have to do is you have to play around with with the shadows part and the highlights of the whatever if you are doing background, or if you are painting the main subjects. The basic is that you have to play with the shadows and its highlights. So and then at the last you have to make sure the detailing part. And likewise this. Now in this picture you can see the moon part over there. That is the paper, original paper on which I was painting it was white in color, so you cannot just leave it like that. So even if it is white, you have to apply some color so that it doesn't give a feeling that it is incomplete in nature. So you have to make it look like that you have applied some color on it and it is not incomplete. That is why I have used a little more of a little white. I mixed it with cobalt blue, very small portion of cobalt blue, so that it gets a tinge of bluish, but remains white. So that's how I am just finishing it off now. And do try this painting in your home also, and do let me know if you have any comments in the comments section. If you enjoyed the video, do like, share and subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.